Yes, right here for you. I'm your man Curtin ICE. And of course, this is shadesradio.com, hiphoplives.net. I'm your man on Twitter at KURTNICEHHL. You can check me for hip hop, politics, sci-fi, and more. You know how we get down. But I wanted to talk about a few things real quick. It's been a very interesting week, and I want to share a few things with you as we go through another little episode of the audio journal. All right, because that's what this really is. It ain't a show. It's just me talking damn near to myself. All right, but for those of you out there who choose to join in with me and listen to some of the exploits and things that are going on in my life and the things that I see in hip hop, so the things that's going on in society, I appreciate you listening. All right. The thing that I wanted to talk to you about right now was this whole idea of hip hop appreciation and the golden era. See, we're on a 20-year cycle of history, and I don't even know fully how to describe it to you as to what it means, but it's a known thing that society kind of looks back at itself in 20-year cycles. For whatever reason, we can probably go into that one day and look at all the reasons why, but it's just a thing that, so like in the 80s, there was a resurgence of the ideology of the 60s. Just like in the 90s, there were certain resurgences of ideologies that were present, or fads, or even looking back on things, people reminiscing over things that happened 20 years prior. So now we're at the point where the 90s is 20 years ago. All right. And I think people are starting to look back on the golden era in a different way, because maybe some of these 18-year-olds or whatever, this is when they were born. So growing up, they always heard the remnants of those things going on. You know, it's just like when you were born in that era, even though you were a little kid, those are the eras that influence you a lot. You know, so now people are fully, I think, beginning to embrace the idea that it's been 20 years since the golden era of hip-hop happened. And I think there's a bit of a desire to see things from that era. All right. And one expression of that, one bit of proof of that, is another example of something that I talked about on here last time or the time before that, which was the idea of, you know, people bootlegging my shit and putting it on YouTube and getting thousands of hits or hundreds of thousands of hits or millions of hits off of shit that I might put on, the same exact shit that I might put on my channel because it's my shit, you know, that I kind of produced or whatever. And then, you know, my shit ain't gonna have no hits on it. But it's the same footage. So what does that mean? What does that mean? How do I feel about bootlegging when people do that? Me personally, it's been going on for a long time. So even since we had video mixtapes out back in the day, we came out in the era of bootlegs. So to me, it was just always promotion. It was always just people promoting my shit in areas that I wasn't in. So the thing that I noticed was that if a cat puts my shit up and promotes it, he's just verifying to me that the shit is still what it is to me, because then other people see it. Like it ain't just me thinking that. You know what I'm saying? All right, for instance, so this week, right, yesterday, in fact, so Ransom calls me, and see, Ransom called me about the fucking Jay-Z shit too, the Jay-Z interview. And that one was what was the name of that one? That was Numbers Don't Lie, But People Do. So if you listen to that when I talk about the whole Jay-Z thing, Jay-Z interview thing, all right. Well, Ransom called me again yesterday. He's like, yo, you know they just put your shit up on Worldstar, right? I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, man, they got some more Shades of Hip Hop footage on there. I was like, yeah, they've done that before. So which footage you talking about now? And he's like, man, they got the fucking cipher up there, shit, Big Pun and all that shit. Like, word. So I go look on it, and of course, there it is, right there. Now, the only thing I gotta say is like, yeah, I don't fully mind that they do that because it gives me a chance to expose shit that I wanted to promote to people anyway, like for free. So it's just free promotion in actuality. But of course, there's no tags on it. There's no fucking credits on there anywhere. They just took the footage probably from the actual DVD that they bought, because that's what it looks like. It looks like maybe it came from the actual DVD itself. They didn't, I don't think, get it off of YouTube. All right. So boom, they snatch it off the DVD, put it on Worldstar, and in like 24 hours it gets like 215,000 hits. Right? So right now it's got like 215,000 hits on it 24 hours later, and it's got like 3,000 or so comments, and you know, the majority of the comments are basically saying that, you know, Pun killed it, or if Cannabis killed it, or whatever. But it's a lot of good hip-hop discussion and a lot of comments, you know. Matter of fact, I pulled a couple. Let me see where we at. And let me see where we at on time. Yeah, we're good. I pulled a couple of comments, and here, let's read a couple. You know what? I need some reading music. I need a little bit of reading music. Let's see if we can pull this on. All right, here. How about that? Some nice reading music. Okay. These are the comments on Worldstar Hip Hop, of which there's right now about 3,031. All right. Woo with like 8 O's, WOO with an exclamation point. Real hip hop youngins, pay attention. Yeah, baby. And that was actually one of Pun's. That was a Pun album or a Pun song. Yeah, baby. I know that, but it was like 7 E's and 4 A's and 7 B's and 8 Y's. You know, yeah, baby. Got that. All right, that was by Ren Salute. M Faded says, what does M Faded say? As I cue up another track, because that shit was oddly very short. I didn't really notice that. All right, but anyway, but that's Shane Newville. These are all beats by Shane Newville. I like his shit. Funky Overcooked is this one right here. The last one was Reprogramming. But back into these comments from Worldstar about the Shades of Hip Hop cipher footage, which you're going to be able to see on May 18th. We're going to do some binge watching of Hip Hop for Hip Hop Appreciation Day, which is May 18th. We're going to do some nice binge watching of some 90s era hip hop. That was my theme for this year. And lo and behold, they're putting up 90s era footage, and people are actually recognizing it for that. That it's 90s era footage. The golden era of hip hop. Some more comments. Let's see. M Faded was saying this was the shit. Very simple. Be Good says salute with an exclamation point. William Bonney, I think that's what he was trying to spell, says, I forgot Forte had flow. DMV Takes No L's said, I keep coming back to this video. All right, Huey, I guess so. He added some of them 200 and something thousand hits to it, so maybe a couple of those was his. DMV Takes No L's. Yeah, that's what he said. Huey says, I don't give a fuck. Big Pun was one of the best spitters, period. R.I.P. Punisher. Balls Deep in Hoes says, damn, I miss when niggas was spitting. That was a legendary cipher. All right. Daystone 622 said, pay attention, new school kids. The reason you are bobbing your head up and down and you don't hear a track is because these niggas got skills. Not that new shit on the radio. Very insightful there. Magic Cone says, this is real capitalized hip hop. lyricists and poets, not this cornball shit on the radio. Right, somebody calling themselves Tupac Shakur said, back when rappers actually thought about what they were saying. All right. The Don Dada. See, I'm not going to read all of them. Just going to read you a nice little sampling of what people were saying in response to this video. There was like 3,000 comments. A lot of back and forth about it, whether it was freestyle, if it was written, which all of it was written. Every one of those rhymes were written. None of them were freestyles. Cats can't even, you could really just technically listen to a rhyme and kind of tell if a nigga's freestyling or not. You're going to be able to know. Like, if the lines are too thought out, come on, it's a written. You know what I mean? If the metaphors are too deeply entrenched, it's a written, or the lines that have been spit before. All right. And I don't know if y'all are not hearing me, although I think I have this shit low as hell. But let me take this out just in case. All right, look, that's Shane Newville, Funky Overcooked.